Alright, this is my 2001 CR125. This is the 7th time I've tried to do this video. My phone keeps running out of space, so I'm just going to have to do this in a somewhat fast pace. So, this is my 2001 CR125. It has 2007 plastics and a 2014 front fender number plate. Now, if you want to do this conversion, it's very simple. You have to get a 2002 through 2007 airbox and gas tank from CR125 or CR250. Either will work, but it has to be 2002 through 2007. Next up, to get the gas tank in, you're going to have to put the front of the gas tank in first and then hit the back of it in, with the seat off obviously. Hit the back of it in so that it sets inside the frame. So to do this conversion, you obviously have to buy the plastics. I suggest going with I don't know, Astrobus or Acerbis, however you say it. These are Polysports or Polysports, I think that's how you say it. They're good plastics. They do have some, they've worn out pretty well, pretty good. The graphics cover up some of the bend marks in them, but so far I'm pretty happy with them. So to do this, on both sides, this bolt, and this bolt, that's these three, this one, and this one, they line up. This one, you have to make a 2-inch by 3/4 of an inch bracket. You're going to bolt in, you're going to drill a hole close to the edge, not too close, like this close to the edge of the bracket. And you're going to drill a hole and bolt that into the existing mount. And that will relocate it in this direction. And then you'll line it up, drill a hole through to fit the bolt. Slip the bolt in, get a nut and a bolt, use a wrench to hold the bolt, and then just tighten down the bolt. And then that's it. Easy, easy, easy. And the things I used to make this bracket were just a thin sheet of aluminum and a cutting wheel. I have an air compressor here, so I use that. So it's air compressor makes it the job 10 times easier. If not, they do make brackets online. I'll have that link in the description to buy brackets, but they're $40. You can pick this up at Ace Hardware for, I don't know, $5. My dad got these from work, so very easy for me to get them because we have access to a big work truck. For the back number plate, you have to make brackets for this one, and on the other side, same thing down here. That's going to be 1.5 inches, or maybe an inch. I think it's an inch and a quarter. I think that's right. Inch and a quarter by 3/4 of an inch. You're going to drill the hole through it, put the bolt to tighten it up into the existing mount, and then you're going to line up the plastics, drill the hole, put the bolt through with the nut, and then tighten it down. So, same thing on this side, and same thing on this side. If your radiators are straight, this bolt will line up to hold it to the radiator. Mine was not, this one's not straight, so I had to make a bracket, as you can see there. So it's a very simple conversion, and I will have all the dimensions for the brackets and the link to buy the brackets if you want to buy them. I think they're from EBS Motorsport, I don't know. Or you can just, like I said, make them yourself. It takes a little bit of extra work, but it's totally worth it for me. So, again, very simple. Just make that bracket. Super easy. And I'll have the dimensions for the brackets if you want to, like I said, I'll have the dimensions in the description, so make sure you check that out. I didn't go over the front number plate. For the front number plate, I just have it zip tied up here along the triple clamps, along the triple clamps up here with the 2 mounts up here. Just have it zip tied up there, and then you have to go underneath the fender. The fender lines up. You'll have to drill a hole 2 inches back and then hollow out the one up in front up here. So this one you have to hollow out and then drill a hole 2 inches back. And then to hold the number plate in, you have to see if I can get in there. I think you can see it. There's a bolt in there that drops through the number plate. It drops through the number plate into the fender, and then you just take a nut and tighten that down. So yeah, very easy, and it's self-explanatory. To get the O2 air boot onto the carburetor. The carburetor in O2, I think they went to either a bigger boot or a smaller boot or a bigger carburetor. So it's going to be really hard to get on there. So what I suggest is taking the carburetor off, taking the shock bolt, have it on a stamp, take the shock bolt, move the shock back, so that way you can, when you get it, because you'll have the airbox off. Have the airbox off of the bike, and then just try to get it onto the airbox when you have it off of the airbox off of the bike. And then when you're done, take the airbox and then slip it through this gap here, and then with the shock back you'll have enough room to slide the carburetor into here and then bolt up the airbox. Or, like I said, figure it out your way. But that's how I did it, because it was extremely hard to get the boot onto the carburetor. So, yeah, check out the description. I'll have all the links. Thanks.